Well, if you know me, you know I'm always itching to use that headline. Michael Carell from the WTH News Network. I've been screwing the FCC since 1995, and my project, Free Radio Santa Cruz, is still screwing the FCC, and we won. We beat the FCC, and now people can get a low-power broadcast license for their communities and start their own community radio stations. I don't know if you got that memo, so I'd like to throw that out there because there's few places that I've seen that actually happen except here in New Orleans. WHIVLP, low power FM, all political all the time. I get to listen to Democracy Now! Every day at noon. It's some good shit. But here, we've got the FCC chairman. I don't even want to fucking say his name. He's threatening media companies for doing bad coverage about the war. He doesn't want them covering the war badly. He doesn't want them counting the bodies. That's what the media has always done in times of war. We count the dead. They announce what's happening. And this is what's happening. On the Friday the 13th, we had 13 dead. So 2 weeks into the war, we got 13 dead. There's still a lot of debate whether the refueling aircraft that crashed over Iraq had an accident, crashed into another plane, or was shot down. Some Iraqi militias are saying they shot it down. But they don't, In this day and age, y'all, video or it didn't happen. If you shot it down, somebody should have had a phone going. Showed your missile going up there and hitting that. So it's like, hey, if the news is good, tell the good news. If the news is bad, tell the bad news. This is the party that rallied around the First Amendment. And they've done everything to kill every aspect of the First Amendment since they've been in power. From freedom of speech to now freedom of the press. Matter of fact, their precious Second Amendment. They invoked that on Alex Preddy. It's like, he shouldn't have had a gun. It's like, excuse me? He shouldn't have had a gun? You are saying he shouldn't have had a gun. You want everybody to have guns. The Republican Party made it legal for insane people to be able to get a gun. They did. They did that. There was legislation. People were trying to block, mentally ill people from being able to possess a gun. So like, no, that's our Second Amendment rights. No, that's our Second Amendment rights. Oh, Alex Preddy had a gun? Oh, fuck the Second Amendment. Fuck it. So, fuck the First Amendment. The FCC is threatening broadcasters for showing bad things about the war. And hell, I've been fighting the corporate media since 1995, man, and it ain't getting any better. Mega conglomerates taking over everything, owning everything. There's very few of the news sources on our television set that we can trust anymore. So that's why I'm throwing my hat into this. We need more independent media. More and more and more, man. It's most of my days watching all the independent media, from the Gen Zs to the Marcelluses and the Aaron Parnases and all that. My heroes, I guess, because I want to do what they're doing in my own way. And over here is the Gen X way. We got the Gen Z social medias, got all the different generations, but not a whole lot of Gen X. not a whole lot of Gen X. And us Gen X people, we were raised hiding under our desks from the Russians. Duck and cover drills, they called it. You get under your desk, you put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye, because hiding under your desk was never going to protect you from a nuclear weapon. And now Trump has ushered a new era of nuclear advancement. Everybody wants a nuke now. Poland's trying to get a nuke. Iran will with the relationship they have, Russia's probably going to give them a nuke, man. I'll just give them a nuke. That's the relationship they have with the country whose our president is their leader's bitch, Putin. Yeah. So, FCC is threatening media companies that cover the war negatively. War is kind of negative. Bad things happen in war. I think even Pete Hegseth just recently said that when he was calling upon no quarter. And as Marta pointed out to me, it's like even the Nazis didn't have no quarter. Even the Nazis were not as callous as to invoke no quarter. Might be why I keep her around. A woman that knows that, she's special. She's special. So at any rate, I got a clip. I tried to find a good clip of the FCC guy saying what he said, but I couldn't find it. But so what I got, oddly enough, is one of those AI generated podcasts. I grabbed their clip because they don't really exist, and who am I to cry foul when my thumbnail for this broadcast was created by AI. ChatGPT did that. Yeah. So I use it too. But I don't use it for mass surveillance of the American people or autonomous weapons. But still, the FCC is trying to pull a North Korea on us. Make all of our media be patriotic. I did a video on that already. And now report only positive things about the news. Don't report about that school that we hit with a tomahawk that killed like 160 kids and 20 more adults. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about our planes being shot down. And matter of fact, we're just not going to tell you any of the wounded that happened in the war until a couple weeks into the war, because they're controlling everything. No. Again, and hopefully you'll see her soon, my professional journalist wife taught me a long time ago that the motto of journalism is to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. Nobody more comfortable than people spending $2 million on in a month eating lobster. Pete Hegseth talking to you. So, all right, let's see this clip.
A federal regulator warned broadcasters they could lose their licenses for critical coverage of the U.S. war with Iran. FCC Chair Brendan Carr said networks must operate in the public interest or face non-renewal after accusing outlets of distortions. His post followed President Trump's denial that U.S. refueling planes were struck and sparked condemnation from senators and free speech groups calling it censorship. The move raises fresh alarms about press freedom as polls show the war is widely unpopular. Watch whether license renewals or court fights set the limits.
So there we have it. Separation of church and state, no longer a thing. Freedom of the press, no longer a thing. Freedom of speech? Nope. Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. Well, sometimes, as long as you got the right color hat on. This is the world we live in. I know, I hear you. Michael Carell from the WTH News Network. If you like our take on the news, hit all those buttons. Like, subscribe, comment. It really helps out. And we're in this together. Apparently, we're in this for a long haul. It is what it is. My wife is Ukrainian. Nothing scares me.